Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer, and today I'm playing Cthulhu, Death May Die, and I'm starting now Season 1, Episode 2. This is Tomes of Madness, and our enemy will be Hastur. So before we go into the scenario, just want to go over the investigators, and we have here Rasputin from Moscow, Russia, dead again. Living forever wasn't exactly Rasputin's idea. He was captured by a cult after destroying one of their most extensive operations. Their particular brand of torture involved gifting him with a cycle of instant revivification, such that he could be tortured to death again and again. Naturally, this didn't go the way the cult planned. He escaped, killing their leaders in the process, and discovered the gift had stuck with him. The magic itself is slowly decaying, and he knows that eventually he will die one final time. But for now, he intends to use this power for the greater good. Okay, so his special ability is unkillable. So at the start, he starts with one free death. If you would die from wounds, instead return to life with full health. And basically, he can push this to 3 overall free deaths. So it's a little bit weird. It's not terribly clever, but you know, it can be pretty powerful, I guess. He has the arcane mastery. We've seen that already in the first scenario. So basically you get successes when you roll the elder sign. And he has the brawling. So right now it gives him a green die when he attacks a target in his own space. But this will be much powerful later in the game. He has short-term memory losses. If you're at full stress, heal all of your stress and discard one discovery card of your choice. If you're not at full stress, take one stress. Okay, that's a weird one. That's strange. I guess we want to try to... Well, that's interesting. Sometimes the discovery cards can have a bad effect. And then this could come in handy. For example, we had the guilty conscience in the first scenario. And you can use this then to kind of get rid of that. But in general, it's tricky, and we should try, if we want to keep our cards, we definitely should try to avoid taking too much stress. Then we have Ahmet Yasin from Mersin, Turkey. What is written is written. While Ahmet's medical qualifications might not earn him any formal degrees, investigators can rely on his unshakable calm, steady hands, and vast arcane knowledge to stitch cuts, soothe burns, and reattach severed limbs. Ahmed's fascination with ancient occult healing led where most arcane studies do, bringing him in contact with the various cults. He even joined a few in his time, the better to learn their ways and destroy them from within. All magic comes with a cost to the soul, yet he pays it gladly, viewing his sacrifice with both faith and fatalism. Now the funny thing, and that wasn't randomized, as I also randomized the two characters, but the funny thing is that this guy actually suffers from hypochondria. Oh, I think that is pretty hilarious. So take one stress for each wound you have. If you have no wounds, heal all your stress. Yeah, so that is obviously triggered. So he takes the wound or the stress when he passes these thresholds. His special abilities is a healing prayer. So right now, at the end of your turn, you may heal one stress or wound on an investigator in your space. It may be yourself, and he can then eventually also improve this to 2 wounds, basically, and then get a little better. So then he has stealth. When you run, you may sneak once, so one enemy doesn't follow you, which is pretty amazing, I think. And the arcane mastery, well, that's again successes on elder signs. So interestingly, we had the arcane mastery on both characters also last time, and we now also have it. So, but as I said, I randomized that. And it might not be the best combination that you have Ahmed, who is a healer, and then Rasputin, who doesn't bother too much about taking wounds because he can basically die for free. But okay, let's see how this works out anyway. Take a closer look at the scenario. The catacombs under the Wallace estate are said to be cursed. Old Horace Wallace has a bad reputation of trafficking with vile forces, collecting forbidden tomes, and being a sorcerer. Probably why cultists are doing their thing down there. Cultists never talk, so maybe we'll just kill them and search their bodies for answers. Somehow that's quicker. Oh. Okay, so you can see we have here basically on the 4 corners of the map down there, we have these tombs, and they all have a different symbol. And it says claim 2 of the 4 tomes. When the Elder One advances, summon a cultist in the nearest space with an unclaimed tome. Special rules: if an investigator dies, their forbidden knowledge tokens, which are the ones back here, are shuffled back into the pile. Before the ritual is disrupted, when you kill a cultist, knock its figure over instead of removing it. It now represents a cultist body, not an enemy. Once the ritual is disrupted, remove all bodies and use normal rules when killing cultists. So we got 2 special actions. Loot cultist body. While you are in a space with a cultist body, make a roll. If you get 2 successes, remove the body, draw a forbidden knowledge token from the pile, and put it face up on your investigator board. These tokens may be traded. Claim tome. Discard 2 forbidden knowledge tokens whose symbol matches the tome in your space to claim that tome. Tomes may be traded. Okay. So the job is to kill cultists, loot their bodies, get these tokens, and then we hope that we find matching sets as soon as possible, and then we can claim 2 of the 4 tomes. So the old one is Hastur, and we can see here these are the Hastur disciples. So different to Cthulhu, where there was basically one strong monster, the Starspawn, we have here these weaker guys, but they're not as bad as cultists. They are definitely a little stronger. We have ghouls located here. These are not, they are also not super strong, but not very weak either. And we have one very strong creature, the Chthonian. And this guy has 8 life points. When attacking, it deals the full wounds to each investigator in its space and adjacent spaces. So we definitely want to be careful there. And we start here. One more thing, there's a tunnel that goes from this space here into this space over here. Okay, so let's see how we want to approach this. Well, it seems... So I'm going to start with Rasputin. Probably the most logical way is simply to move in here and attack these guys and just try to kill them. That's what makes the most sense, probably. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move in here and I'm going to draw and I'm going to simply attack. Got the brawling, which gives me an extra green dice. And then, of course, I got my black dice. I get one success, or I get a success for one of these, but only one at the start of the Arcane Mastery. So let's do the attack here. Okay, that was a weird start, but it's enough. Actually, this die alone would have been enough to kill one of them. They only have 2 life points. I think, although I'm not totally sure, but I think the cultists are actually for every old one the same. I have also the 2 other ones, and they seem to be always the same. And so now let's attack the second guy. And that was also a success. Do I take that? I'm not sure. I could reroll this one. I think I want to. Let's reroll the sanity loss, and I'm good. So no troubles here at all. This guy was killed, didn't lose any sanity, and yeah, that's it. End of my turn. I'm gonna draw a Mythos card, and it says Rise of the Undead. Take the nearest cultist body. Oh fuck! I forgot. Gotta place them like this. Take the nearest cultist body and stand it back up. Shit. So it seems Rasputin is not the only one who is unkillable. The cult did do this terrible magic also to his own members. Okay. Yeah, so that's what happened basically. That's weird. And that means there is an enemy now with us, and that means we're gonna get attacked by the cultist. So we get 2 green dice, as you can see from here. And that is a success. Do I take it? Yeah, why not? I think I can do that. So yeah, that wasn't too great. Stupid that this guy woke up again. It's Ahmed, and I think what I want to do is I'm going to go this way and take the cultist with me. So it's 1, 2, 3, and I want to bring this guy also in the center, and then I'm going to attack these 2. So it's basically the same thing. So we got... I don't have brawling though, so got to do it without the green die, but I also have the Arcane Mastery. So let's see. That wasn't great. I definitely want to reroll one of them. Okay. Shit. But I want to kill this guy too. So let's do it again. Okay, that was good. So I managed to kill one of them. And then I'm gonna attack the second one and hope for the... Oh, actually I will lose 1 sanity. Shit. So yeah, I gotta do another reroll here. Nah, that wasn't good enough. Shit. So I want to reroll again. Okay, so I managed to kill the second one too, but sadly I don't have any stress left. So if the discovery card forces me to spend stress or something, or wants me to spend stress, I will not be able to do it. But okay, we killed 3 cultists, so that wasn't too bad. What the Mythos card says, reality is fraying. Each investigator loses 2 sanity for each tome they are carrying. So I don't do that. Investigators not carrying any tomes take 2 stress instead. Well, okay, that means I lose 2 stress, and so that wasn't too great. Now I am in an empty space, or in a safe space, so let's draw this. And the muscle. I was running away from a copper. Now I can't find one of my grenades. Be careful. You may claim either the grave robber or the electric torch. So this is Diedrich, the grave robber. While you have him, gain 1 level of brawling. That is nice. Or when you loot a cultist body, draw 2 forbidden knowledge tokens and keep 1. Shuffle the other one back into the pile. I'm going to do that. I think this is better. I'm going to take the electric torch. That's a cool item in this scenario. Okay. I say we go into the next turn. It's Rasputin again. I want to heal. I might even want to heal 3 stress. Why not? And then I'm simply going to loot one of these cultists. Although he might be... Maybe I should kind of use him to loot. He's more effective, and it is allowed to trade the knowledge, I think. Yeah, you can trade the knowledge tokens. So maybe it actually makes sense. I think what I'm going to do is... I wonder if I should simply... Why not? Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to move in here and take one of these guys and bring him here. And then I attack. And then I can do this basically all the time. Bring all these fuckers here. And then I can let the other one do the attacks. So I got one more action. I'm a better fighter than the other guy, so that makes even more sense. So let's do it. And yeah, that went well. Do I want to re-roll that? I wonder, maybe it makes sense to take a sanity loss. Maybe that's not so bad. I managed to kill this guy, and that's it. That's the end of my turn, so I can now simply draw a new card. And it says the chthonic entity. That's not good. Oh, fuck. That's really bad. Horrible. Move the chthonic entity 3 spaces towards you. Investigators in spaces that it enters lose 1 sanity. That is very bad because this will reach me. I didn't know it can go that far. 1, 2, 3. There we are. So we both lose a sanity. And then it will attack us. And the problem is we both take the wounds. So that is not good at all. That's really, really bad, actually. Yeah, it deals the full wounds to each investigator in its space and adjacent spaces. Wow, that thing is awful. So it has 3 black dice and a green die. So that's 2 wounds and a sanity loss. I mean, I could force him to re-roll that, and you know, I think I will. First I force him to reroll the sanity loss. Okay. But I also don't want to take that many wounds, so I'm going to do another reroll here. Okay, so it's 2 wounds, and I think we're going to take that. It's not great, but I also don't want to lose sanity. Okay, so that is that, and that was not good at all. So that means now that Ahmed has to deal with this Chthonian entity. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we simply have, it's tough. I mean, I got stealth, so if things go wrong, I can at least move out of this thing. But I want to try to kill him. So I say we go with it. Try to kill him. So these are 2 successes. I cannot re-roll. So the guy takes 2 wounds. I need 8 wounds. So that's not looking too good. Let's do another one. That's another 2 wounds. So we cannot kill him this turn. And if I want to avoid being attacked by it, it means I have to move out of this area. So I gotta use my stealth. And move somewhere else. It's as simple as that. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna move 1 and 2 spaces, so I'm not next to the gate. And yeah, it kind of sucks. I cannot search anything there, so that was really, this is an ugly creature, this chthonic entity. But okay, at least I'm not getting attacked probably. If, I don't know, maybe it moves, but I don't hope so. So let's draw a card. And let's see. The king in yellow. Choose one. Each investigator rolls 1 die for each yellow sign token they have. They take 1 wound for each success and lose 1 sanity for each tentacle rolled. Or at the end of the turn, advance Hastur. Well, of course, we choose the first one. That has no effect. So that's kind of cool. And that means I'm now allowed to I forgot, last turn I forgot to heal a stress or a wound. Okay, I have to remember that. I'm allowed to draw a discovery card, and it says the locket. A heart-shaped locket with the initials HW inside, a picture of a man and a woman. You may lose 2 sanity to claim the old locket. Discard this card to heal 2 wounds and all your stress. If you do not, claim the terrified condition. When you claim this card, shuffle 2 forbidden knowledge tokens you are carrying back into the pile. So this is not a good card. But 2 sanity. This is also not such a great card, the old locket. So it both sucks. 2 sanity is a lot. I mean, at the moment, I do not have any forbidden knowledge. So it wouldn't hurt me right now. But I could see that maybe later cards might affect me here. So you know what? I think I take that locket. So I'm going to take 2 wounds or 2 sanity. That gives me this card. And now it's a question of timing. This is kind of important. I'm not sure what happens first. Is this triggered first? Or is this triggered first? Well, is that even important? It might not be that important. No, I think it doesn't matter. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, which allows me to heal 2 stress and 2 wounds in any combination. And then take 1 stress for each wound you have. So that means it has no effect because I'm already at the bottom here. So that sucks. So what I'm going to do is, I probably heal a wound and a stress. I'm not happy with that, but yeah, that's what I have to do, I guess. So that was not good. Okay. Let's do one more turn. It's Rasputin again, and he also wants to destroy the chthonic entity. So he attacks. He can use his brawling action or his brawling ability. Oh God! Whoa, that was bad. I mean, the good thing is, I think I'm actually gonna take it. It kills the entity. 4 damage. That kills the entity. I will take 2 sanity loss because that brings me then to the threshold. And it's a short-term memory loss. If you're at full stress, which I'm not, heal all of your stress and discard 1 discovery card of your choice. If you're not at full stress, take 1 stress. So I'm going to lose a stress. I think I'm going to push the brawling 1 space ahead. When you attack, you may target any number of figures in your space. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I want to do that. That's pretty cool, I guess. And then... So that was my first action. And... Well, I could bring this other cultist in here too and just follow this idea that the other guy should search. But I'm not sure about that anymore. We have already... I don't know. I could do it. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. I'm going to bring this other guy in. So 1, 2. There we go. First I have to kill him, of course. So let's do that. I gotta reroll this one here. Okay, so that was a success. And yeah, fuck. I will take that sanity loss. And then, as my last action, I'm gonna rest. So just like this. And then we're gonna draw a Mythos card, and that means the Ancient One will advance. It says Terror. Everyone with a terrified condition must choose one of these options. We managed to avoid that. Take 2 stress. You must be able to take 2 stress to choose this option. Discard a companion or item card or lose 1 sanity per terrified condition. Okay, so that had no effect on us. And now we can draw a discovery card. The corpse. A strange ring still on the finger of a corpse in a wedding dress. You may take 3 stress to claim the ring. If you do not, claim the angry spirit. So the angry spirit says at the end of each of your turns, take 1 wound. The angry spirit may only take wounds if it would kill you. I don't know. That ain't too hot. However, I could get rid of this card with this short-term memory loss. But the strange ring says when attacking the chthonic entity, gain a number of dice equal to the number of insanity threshold you've reached. That's cool. I'm gonna take that. So that's 3 stress, 1, 2, 3, but that's pretty insane. The strange ring. And now the old one will advance. Okay, let's do this from top to bottom. This moves here. When Hastur advances, you gain a yellow sign token. Let's do that. We got these tokens here. Yellow sign. Place it here. And it says, summon 1 Hastur disciple at the nearest gate and 1 cultist at each of the other gates. Okay, so we take a disciple and we have to summon him at the nearest gate, which is this one here, and a cultist in each of the other gates. So there we go. Okay. And then it says, summon a cultist in the nearest space with an unclaimed tome. So another cultist will show up. Well, we can choose if it... No, actually we can't. It's got to be this one here. Okay. So it's Ahmed again. And... well, we still haven't searched a single cultist, so let's try to do it now. I got the stealth ability, so that's kind of neat. So I can simply stealth past this guy here. I can move here. And now I can finally start searching these bodies. Oh yeah, the electric torch. So we gotta loot this guy, which means I need 2 successes. I'm tempted to actually heal before I do that. I don't know, maybe not. So I need 2 successes, so let's hope for the best here. And that did work out, so I'm gonna take that. And that allows me now to actually draw 2 of them and choose one. And, well, it obviously doesn't matter at that point, I guess. So we simply take this one, and one of the cultists is now removed from the board. And then we can try that again. So let's see. And that was also a success. Shit, I'm gonna reroll that. Okay, so that was a success. And I can now choose 2. And sadly, I got no matching one, so I'm gonna take, I don't know which one I want to take. Doesn't really matter. Let's take this one. And this one goes back into the cup. I'm gonna blindly draw then. Okay, and another cultist is then removed from the board. Okay, so let's see. We simply draw a mythos card, I guess. And it's another terror. So that has no effect, which is cool. And then we can draw a discovery card, but I don't know if we can. We'll see what happens. Well, maybe we're lucky. The cursed grave. A curved knife is sticking out of this tomb. You may claim the cursed dagger. If you have the burial mask or the strange ring, which I don't have, you may discard one of them to claim Horus the Damned instead. Well, I gotta take the dagger. When you kill a cultist or monster, you may lose 1 sanity to heal 1 wound and 1 stress. That's not great. well, if things are really, if you're really in trouble, this could be an interesting one. But I think usually sanity is more valuable than a wound and a stress. But hey, maybe it could be worth it. Actually, if you do an attack and you have multiple, yeah, that could be worth it. If you have multiple tentacles, for example, which would bring you to the next threshold anyway, you then might choose this because it doesn't matter, and then you can heal the wound and the stress. So that's kind of neat, I guess. Okay, so then I can use my healing power, and I'm going to heal 2 stress. And that's it. Weird stuff here. Gotta remember that, these things here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna load this up now. It's a bit of a strange scenario, I think. Well, I'm not, well, am I? Yeah, I'm done actually. I did that. It's a kind of a strange scenario, but yeah, I guess after we've killed these cultists, we are now on our way to do this, and I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Okay, hope to see you in the next video. Bye.